So hey, what's up everybody, and welcome to another video from the Thrift Store Prepper. And today it's another weekly top-up, and this time it's a less than 20, dare I say almost centsy top-up. So yeah, we spent less than $20, and it was a combination of a no frills and a Dollarama top-up this time. And I've just got myself back from the little run that I did, running some errands, picking up some groceries, and this is why we do this each and every week, just to show you that with minimal effort and just 10 minutes out of your day, you can certainly pick up some items. And if you are putting together a little pantry like myself, then this is how you contribute to it and help it grow by picking up little items each and every week. So without no further ado, let's have a little look at what we've got today. And as I said, it's a less than 20 top up, and I think this could even qualify as a sensi top up. The sensi things is something we introduced to you all last week, and when I say you all, the 6 or 7 of you that do watch these videos, although I must admit we are seeming to get each week that goes by a few more views on the board for the videos, so that's always encouraging. But we digress a little bit from the purpose of today's video, so let's just give you a little example. So there's a very, very heavy bag, and as you can guess, there's probably cans in there. So let me just, as always, remove this to the side. And first of all, we went to the no frills. Although this is in a Dollarama bag, I can assure you it came from the no frills. And no, I don't have the receipt in there. I don't know what happened to it. So anyway, I had a little pop in there today, and I was going to get some other items for the pantry that I was going to top up, and I had something in mind that I wanted to get. But sometimes you find yourself there, and there was an offer, and the offer was for, I don't know if you can see that, here we go, chicken Vienna sausages. So what I did, these were 77 cents, they were saved 30 cents. So basically what I did was pick up 10, and the reason being, I didn't really want to be carrying too much. So the other thing as well is, I'm getting a little bit limited space in my little portable pantry, or my micro pantry as we could call it. So all I did is grab these. Now, not exactly the best of products, of course, this is a very processed item, but I do have a lot of items in my pantry that I could add these to, and this would supplement and certainly give us at least a little source of protein. And that's about it. Let's have a look, see if there's anything else on there. We get a little bit of vitamin A, not much, and we get a little bit of iron. So, Vienna sausage, you don't really need to know too much about this. And I actually think I picked up a spicy one there. So did I get another spicy one? Yes, I did. So there's 2 spicy ones and 8 regular ones, and I was actually going to get spicy across the board and didn't even realize until I got home that the other ones aren't spicy. I just thought they were all the same. So that just goes to show you should check what you buy. So these come in at $7.70. So there's a little something there that's not exactly going to fill you up, but as I said, this is things that we're going to add to items that we already have, or maybe items that we've just purchased. So that come in at $7.70. And I was going to grab maybe a couple of cans of potatoes as well to add in it to round it up to $10. But I was already pretty laden down from the Dollarama with cans, and the reason being, they had a bit of an offer. And the offer at the moment in the Dollarama was 2 cans of beans for $1. So they had maple, and they also had tomato. So for $5, I picked up 10 cans of beans, and I'm pretty sure that you will agree. So let's try and keep these into some kind of order, just to be OCD. We got the maple syrup, and we got beans in tomato sauce. So there's 5 cans of beans in maple, and the rest will be beans in tomato sauce. And again, I only picked up 10 of these because I am carrying these on hand. I am on foot and using bus and public transportation, and trust me, carrying 10 cans of beans gets a little bit heavy after a very short distance traveled. So that come in at $5. And the other items I got was some more instant mashed potatoes, and we picked up some of these last week, and again, these are kind of a little bit like ramen to me in the terms of, I'm not going to say they're a super prepper item, but they are things that don't really require that much water in order to cook them, and they are just dehydrated mashed potato flakes, and when you just add a little bit of water, you can make mashed potato. And they are also multi-purpose. If you were to add a little bit of this in with your Aunt Jemima's pancake mix, you could make potato pancakes, which are going to give you a little bit more than just nutritional value than just your regular pancakes. But then you would need a skillet and a fire to be able to cook them on. Again, if you're just prepping in the sense that you're putting together a monthly shop or enough groceries in the pantry to get you to your payday, then you have access to a perfectly working orderly kitchen, then that's a good little tip for you. Mixing your mashed potatoes in with pancake mix, instant pancake mix will give you potato pancakes and some more nutritional value than just your regular pancakes. And I think I've already said that and I'm just repeating me, but other than that, you can also add them, you don't have to make mashed potatoes. You can kind of thin it out and make a potato soup. And again, if you've got ramen noodles like I have in abundance, just sprinkling a couple of spoonfuls of this in with the broth and your noodles is again going to give you a little bit more of a nutritional value to the meal instead of just the noodles and the broth. So it's not a great deal in terms of what I could carry, and certainly if I wanted to spend more money, just for example, $20 spent just on beans would have given me 40 cans, but there is no way at my age and strength that I'm carrying 40 cans of beans home with me on the bus. But if you had a car or you wanted to Uber it or get a taxi, something like that, maybe things that people do these days is use Uber, or the other one, Lyft. I don't know much about these things. I don't use them, but they're pretty cheap ways of getting around compared to other sources of transport. And if you just wanted to go out and you had $50 to spend, then you could certainly put together quite a substantial amount of beans for $50. I mean, that would give you 100 cans. God knows how long that would last. But there you go. So utilizing a can of the Vienna sausage with some beans. We've made beans and franks, and good grief, in an emergency situation or even in a comfort situation, beans and franks is not a particularly bad meal to be eating. And again, we've got these open anyway, so you can carry those in your bug out bag if you wanted to, but they don't require cooking. We can just open a can, toss them in together, and there you go. And if you wanted to, you could even have some mashed potato and some beans for dinner. That's for less than $20, there's a couple of weeks worth of food there. If you had to stretch it out, certainly a week's worth, if you were willing to live off beans and Vienna sausage. So looking at everything we had together today, this come at just under $17, $16.70, because I spent $9 in the Dollarama and $7.70 at the No Frills. And as you can see, this is gonna certainly fill up some of the space that I've made in my pantry, and I'm pretty sure that there will be a weekly update video where you can see everything put in the pantry and see how it's grown in since last week. And we're probably going to be repackaging our mashed potato. If you watch the repackaging bulky item videos, you'll know how we do that. If not, shame on you, but you can always go back and watch it. It is on the playlist, and we're coming up to about 10 minutes, which is a pretty good amount of time to be spending on beans and Vienna sausages. I'm not sure if there's anyone else that could drag it out that long, but This has been a shit video production for the Thrift Store Prepper. Thanks for watching.